Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be invited to speak here. I want to thank Howardena Pindell for considering me, and to the faculty and staff for giving me these few minutes to speak with you all. You should all be so proud of yourselves for finishing this program successfully. It's not easy to make or study art, no matter how difficult your biology or calculus courses might have been, or how grueling maybe your roommate's engineering finals might have seemed. I'm confident that those people, your roommates, your families, your friends, they got to see just how hard it is and how much heart it takes to make the works of art that got you into these seats. And I'm proud to speak to you and your families as someone who has done the same. I finished the MFA program here at the end of 2020, so it was a tumultuous but ultimately a beautiful process. And I found out about the program from a newspaper clipping that my mom showed me about an art crawl happening on campus. And at the time, I was student teaching in Patchogue, Medford, where I now work. And so it was easy for me to get to campus from there. And on that art crawl, we ended up in this gallery, and the MFA thesis show was on display. I was completely in awe when I saw the show. The work, the artists, the faculty, the visitors, everyone formed a community around the artwork and these few local individuals. I felt like I saw myself in everybody. And so I couldn't help it. I applied, and I later got the phone call from Nobi, I don't know if she's here, inviting me to the program. And I loved my 3 years here. Even when we went remote, I still loved it. Even when I delayed my graduation on purpose in hopes that Karen Levitov, the director of this gallery, would give me the green light to put up my thesis show. And of course, I loved it extra when she did give me that go-ahead, and I ended up being the only graduate student installing in this whole gallery. So it was a true honor to have this space. So what did I do? I pressed my luck, and I had Karen help con and deceive my then girlfriend, distract her, turn her away as I grabbed a ring box and took the photos when I proposed to my now fiance. Right there, actually. Thank you. So thank you, Karen, for helping me with that and letting me show during the pandemic. Things like that made this program have such a big space in my heart. But all that said, the best part of my time here was the time that I had to be an artist. If I could have showered in the studios, I would have lived there. No question. I'm not supposed to say that. Morning and night, I got myself to Nassau Hall, where our studios were, to be an artist, to make work, to think and read, to just do nothing and sweep up, to cry and talk. I was struggling and triumphing through the process of making art that truly expresses who you are, what you are, how you think, and how you respond not only to the historical canon of art history, but to the contemporary moment as well. It was a beautiful struggle then, and it is for me now still at 28 years old in a spare bedroom studio that I work out of in Holtzville. I don't have all day to create my work anymore, and neither will you. Whatever time that you had will likely be lessened greatly. But this is your time to prove to yourselves that what you have to say, what you have to share is valuable. Once the semester ends, once you have that degree, in the mail probably in a few months, it's on you and the community that you build and that you act to maintain that will continue your practice, that'll push you forward through your next body of work, your next essay, your next great thing, whatever it might be. This program built in deadlines and routine meetings into your schedule. And I'd like you to recognize, which you probably do, that those class times and deadlines are habits that were imposed onto you. For 16 weeks, you had to be in whatever studio or lecture hall for X amount of hours with your peers, and you had to build time into your schedules outside of class to finish assignments. Please don't let those habits die. Be your own administrator, your own professor. I promise that if you don't keep this momentum, it'll only be harder and harder to maintain any kind of practice. You are your thoughts and your habits. So consider yourself 5 years from now. Your university schedule long gone, your family and work life likely dictating most of your time. What do you want for that person? How do you envision their workspace looking like? And where do they fit their studio time into their days and weeks? We might have a microphone. No problem. Trust me, this vision doesn't have to be glorious. Mine isn't. At 4 in the morning, before I go to work in my spare bedroom, that's my studio time. Because I know that after my workday, I'm much more tired. I don't have the same capacity to think and create to the caliber that I expect from myself. So for me, it only amounts to 30 or 40 minutes a day. It's not a lot. But over the course of 5 years, if you're working for 30 measly minutes a day on your practice, that thing that makes you feel complete and free, you're looking at 1,500 hours of work in the studio. That's 60 days straight, almost a whole semester of time doing what you love. So don't wait. Make the time and watch your practice unfold into a beautiful collection of thoughts, expressions, and conversations. Let future you be your hero. Make you proud. Congratulations and thank you, everyone.